What's going on, folks? Good evening. Yours truly, Eddie Jeezy. We are back on duty on our way to the LA Car Show, live and direct at the LA Convention. So, join me on this wonderful journey as we go venture on the new 2020 upcoming models for the 2019 LA Car Show. It's going to be a great, exciting night, so stick around. Don't touch that dial. Welcome back to my channel. Yours truly, Eddie Jeezy. Back on duty. That's right. It was back in mid-June 2019 during a visit to Japan to explore Lexus transformation, having turned 30 years old, that the Japanese brand first revealed to us it was producing an all-electric car. But it was all very hush-hush then because it was waiting on the Tokyo Motor Show to reveal its very first electric vehicle, which is the LF30. So first things first, you won't spot a charging spot on the LF30 surface. That's because it doesn't have one. Instead, Lexus believes it will be able to deliver charge wirelessly. The challenge there, of course, will be how fast this will be feasible, as there's no quick system that's able to do so without some sort of loss of energy too. Second is the advanced posture control, which enables individual control of all four wheels, optimizing turning performance and relevant height to make the LF30 suitable for all kinds of terrain. Third, the in-car tech has jumped from somewhat archaic system of current Lexus to a much more future-facing design. The cockpit is what Lexus calls Tazuna, which roughly translates to reins. This is the 2020 CRV Hybrid. Launches next spring as Honda's first electrified SUV in America. Using Honda's innovative two-motor hybrid powertrain technology, the 2020 CRV Hybrid brings a quicker off-the-line performance and is anticipated to achieve a 50% higher city fuel economy rating than the non-hybrid CRV. The 2020 CRV Hybrid will be built in Honda's Greensburg, Indiana plant and joins the Accord Hybrid and Insight as the third electrified Honda manufactured in America. In addition, the new hybrid vehicle variant and the entire 2020 CRV lineup includes major upgrades, freshened exterior design, new cabin appointments, and a standard 1.5-liter turbocharged engine, and a standard Honda sensing, which includes safety and driver assistive technology, both previously standard only on EX and above the trims. So Audi has unveiled the range-topping RS Q8 at the 2019 LA Auto Show, showcasing its ultra-luxe SUV that packs a V8 twin-turbo engine that produces 592 horsepower. The launch of the RS Q8 means it will be Audi's first ever RS SUV in America, one which became the fastest SUV to lap the renowned Nürburgring racetrack. It achieved this feat with its Lamborghini-related engine that delivers 590 pound-foot of torque, pushing the RS Q8 from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 3.8 seconds. Audi's new flagship SUV will go on to a top speed of 189 miles per hour when equipped with the RS ceramic brakes. Furthermore, Audi has looked to the future of combustion engine by implementing technology that allows the car to shut down half of its 8 cylinders when it's cruising, also upping the fuel economy and lowering its environmental impact. Other environmentally friendly features include its anti-roll suspension that when traveling at motor speeds and higher will hunker down by 40 millimeter to reduce the drag. The same suspension tech raises the car by 50 millimeter when off-roading and works with the steering system depending on the driving conditions for a softened ride. Take a look at the all-new Audi RS Q8 in all its gargantuan story. And for those in the market for one, Audi is expected to launch the RS Q8 in the US in 2020, with no word on the pricing as of yet. Well, it's a known fact that German automakers are being overly cautious when it comes to publishing performance numbers of their vehicles, and Audi is no exception. Case in point, the official press release for the new RS7 might say the gorgeous Sportback needs 3.6 seconds for the 0 to 62 miles per hour sprint, but Audi's own virtual cockpit shows a 3.4 seconds time in a real-life test conducted in southern Germany. Also, according to Motor1.com, Insight to accurately provide you all the performance numbers, the RS7 completed the sprint in 3.4 seconds, pretty much anytime, any place, with the launch control turned on. Interestingly, the best run was clocked in at only 3.38 seconds, making it comparable to the old R8 V10 Plus. The journey from a standstill to a 124 miles per hour took 11.9 seconds, or a tenth of a second less than Audi's numbers. As one of the last two production cars in the world with a V10, the Audi R8 has made it through an entire decade untouched by turbos or electrification. We've already detailed the mid-engine supercars refresh, but Audi has since decided to skip the 2019 model year in the US, so feast your eyes instead on the 2020 R8 Coupe and Spider. The R8 top trim changes its name from V10 Plus to V10 Performance. There, its 5.2-liter V10 makes 602 horsepower and 413 pound-foot of torque and sends it to a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission and all-wheel drive. The one-year-only rear-wheel series, formerly the least costly entry into the R8 fold, is no longer offered, but now every R8 can hit 200 miles per hour, starting with the Spider, followed by the Coupe at 201, the Performance Spider at 204, and the Performance Coupe at 205 miles per hour. That's because Audi has added 30 more ponies to the base V10. If a V10 could ever be called base, for a total of 562 horsepower, torque is also up too, from 398 to 406 pound-foot of torque. Genesis introduced a major update for its 2020 G90 sedan. Last year, in the brand's home market of Korea, the update saw the full-size flagship takes on a more dramatic look inspired by 2018's Essentia Coupe concept and characterized by a trapezoidal grille and flat dual-bar headlights. Now, the updated G90 has made its US debut last Wednesday at the LA Car Show. The wedgie look is the result of a combination of Genesis' athletic elegance and horizontal architecture design themes, with only the roof and doors carrying over from the outgoing model. It's sure to prove controversial, but you better get used to it, as it will also appear on the smaller G80. The updated G90's interior design remains much the same as the outgoing model, though some panels have been made more refined. Connectivity options have been vastly improved over the air updates. 12.3-inch touchscreen display, natural speak voice activation, and Apple CarPlay and Android Auto have also been added. An expanded suite of electronic driver assistant features are also included. This includes adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning with cyclist pedestrian detection, and highway driving assist. This latter feature assists the driver by automatically keeping the car in the center of the lane on marked highways, while also keeping a safe distance with the vehicle in front. Don't look for any new powertrains because there aren't any, although the hybrid, even battery electric powertrains are part of the Genesis future. There aren't any electrified options coming for the G90 just yet. The updated G90 continues with the 2019 model's 3.3-liter twin turbocharged V6 delivering 365 horsepower and 376 pound-feet of torque, and the 5.0-liter V8 delivering 420 horsepower and 383 pound-feet of torque. An 8-speed automatic is standard. Genesis sold 2,088 units in the U.S. In 2018, the brand is on track to sell a similar number this year. Pricing currently starts at $69,325, including destinations pricing for the 2020 model closer to the market launch. For the first time in 55 years, Ford is expanding the Mustang family, bringing the famous pony into the electric age with the Mustang Mach-E, an all-new, all-electric SUV born of the same all-American ideals that inspired the best-selling sports coupe in the world. Ever since the original Mustang took the world by storm in 1964, it quickly came to represent the best of the American spirit: freedom, progress, fast performance, and a touch of rebellion. Now Mustang is ready to reimagine these ideas for a powerful electric future. With space for customers, growing needs, and advanced over-the-air updates, and continue to improve the vehicle. At the first ever Detroit Auto Show, Henry Ford said he was working on something that would strike like fork lightning, said Bill Ford, executive chairman, Ford Motor Company. That was the Model T. Today, the Ford Motor Company is proud to unveil a car that strikes like fork lightning all over again. It's the all-new, all-electric Mustang Mach-E. It's fast, it's fun, it's freedom for a new generation of Mustang owners. Developed in a century-old brick building a few blocks away from Henry Ford's first factory in Detroit, Ford brought the Mustang Mach-E to life through a development process concentrated entirely on customers' needs and desires. The result is a sleek, beautiful SUV that delivers spirited ride and handling with state-of-the-art connected vehicle technology that makes Mach-E even better over time. When it arrives in late 2020, Mustang Mach-E will be available with standard and extended range battery options, with either rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive powered by permanent magnet motors. Equipped with an extended range battery and rear-wheel drive, Mach-E has targeted EPA estimated range of at least 300 miles. In extended range all-wheel drive configuration, Mach-E is targeting 332 horsepower with a 417 pound-foot of torque, with the standard all-wheel drive variations targeting quicker times to 60 miles per hour than the base Porsche Macan series. Ford also will offer two special performance versions. The GT is targeting 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 4 seconds, making it faster off the line than a Porsche Macan Turbo. The GT Performance Edition, meanwhile, is targeting a comparable 0 to 60 miles per hour in the mid 3-second range to a Porsche 911 GTS. Both GT configurations are targeting an estimated 342 kilowatt and 830 nanometer. And so you got the 459 horsepower with a 612 pound of torque. That's the bottom line.
This is the brand new RAV4 Prime. Just debuted here in Los Angeles. It's amazing. It's a plug-in hybrid RAV4. First time we've done such a thing. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, look at that. That's my man away. So this is our RAV4 Prime. So plug-in electric. You've seen it with the Prius Prime when you nail it and plug it in. It's so much fuel efficiency and so much electric capabilities out of the vehicle. But then you have the benefit. There's no range anxiety because you have gas and electric, which is awesome. Now the fuel efficiency out of this RAV4 in just the electric mode, you're looking at 39 miles. That's amazing. And you can plug it in, you charge it in, and you put gas in it, regular gas, no difference. The cool thing I really love about this RAV4 though, this is a sporty RAV4. Believe it or not, this is the second fastest car we have here on the floor right now. Only thing beating it is the Supra. Look at those eyebrows that went up. That's crazy, right? This SUV is quicker than everything else you see here on the Supra. Quicker than that car right behind it, T86. The 0 to 60 is 5.8 seconds. I know, 4. You would have thought that. That's amazing. Now, as with all the RAV4s here on the floor, you get great technology, great safety features, TSS 2.0, so tons of great safety features there. You have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Amazon Alexa, and you have full connectivity with this car. Now, real quick, the car will be coming out this summer. So very soon. This summer, they'll be out 2021 for 2020. So it'll be a 2021 model. So coming out very soon. We're really excited about it. If you guys have any questions, I'll definitely give you a brochure. But first, let me give away some gifts. All right, so you guys been paying attention. Who can tell me what is the 0 to 60 on this brand new RAV4?
5.1.
Oh, I heard one right here. There you go, sir. He got you first.
Thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
All right, who can tell me the
Winner,
pure
winner, chicken
electric
dinner.
miles? 39. Good job.
It used to be that if you wanted a sporty Toyota Camry, you bought the 6-cylinder version. You also understood that you weren't really buying a performance-oriented Camry per se, but simply the most powerful Camry. There is a difference. The 2020 Camry TRD, however, is the first of Toyota's long-standing bread-and-butter mid-size sedans that could actually constitute as a sporty version. The only other big miss is that the TRD doesn't receive more horsepower to back up its almost absurdly boy racer appearance, which aside from the red seatbelts actually does look better in person than in photos. The TRD employs the same 301 horsepower, 3.5-liter V6 as the regular 6-cylinder Camry XSE and XLE models. The Camry TRD is successful mainly in proving that the Camry is more capable than you might realize. We doubt any of the 6,000 or so Camry TRDs that Toyota plans to build for the 2020 model year will ever end up at the racetrack or even a parking lot autocross. Buyers will dig its looks and its aggressive sound. Perhaps the most exciting thing about the sportiest Camry finally being a real thing is that at $31,995, the TRD is not the least expensive way to go to get a V6 in a Camry. Nissan is keen to celebrate its performance heritage this year. We've already seen the 350Z 50th Anniversary Edition, which pays homage to the original 240Z that appeared in New York 50 years ago. It wasn't the only Japanese performance machine to enter the scene back then, though admittedly, the first Skyline GTR was exclusively to Japan, so it didn't have quite the same worldwide impact. Nevertheless, the infamous GTR moniker is 50 years old and Nissan is celebrating with a 50th Anniversary Edition GTR. That bright shade of blue became nearly as iconic as the R34 Skyline GTR on which it was last seen. For the 50th Anniversary Edition, it will be paired with a white stripe. Blue accents on the wheel spokes also help set the model apart. And for those who know nothing about the GTR 50th anniversary, script and badging will adorn the exterior as well. Inside, the special model gets a gray color scheme with a unique steering wheel shift knob, embossed seats, Alcantara for the headliner, and sun visors. The 2020 Nissan Sentra does what is sometimes called a glow-up. It looks sharp, well-defined, and even borderline muscular. A head-turner in all respects, appearing far more expensive than its budget roots suggest. The new front end takes styling cues from the larger Nissan Altima and Maxima with the signature V-motion grille and LED headlights. Available on top-level SR trim, another design element plucked from the larger Nissan sedans is the floating roof. It's becoming a cliche, but it works okay on the Sentra's smaller scale. Accura is looking for a hit, while the strong-selling MDX and RDX crossover are largely supporting the luxury brand. Accura would really like to gain some enthusiast credibility and make good on the brand's performance claims, hence the return of the Type S performance badge applied here on the Accura Type S sports sedan concept. This new concept car certainly looks the part. The proportions are stunning. There's an elegance to the design, which is clean and without extraneous affectation. Even Accura's diamond pentagon grille is nicely integrated and tastefully done. In profile, there's more than a little bit of Audi A7. The striking blue color called the Double Apex Blue Pearl is said to hark back to a hue offered of the 2007-2008 TL Type S. The Type S concept, by Accura's own admission, closely previews the next generation TLX mid-size sedan, which we've already seen and rendered from thanks to leaked images from within the Accura's own infotainment system. While the new TLX will almost certainly have a transversely mounted engine, both the concept and the leaked images show us that Accura is working on giving the car a longer dash-to-axle ratio, a design often characteristic of luxury cars. We also expect that the concept tail light and headlights designs will appear on the production car, and we wouldn't be surprised if the quad exhaust tips also would make the transition to reality.
A dream 67 years in the making. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for the Corvette that finally met its destiny? Here lies an American sports car completely reimagined. My name is Shannon, and it's a privilege to introduce you to Motor Trend's Car of the Year, the all-new mid-engine 2020 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray. It's the sum of all generations that came before it, yet it uniquely stands alone. All new from the ground up, this revolutionary design has bold proportions. Purposeful aerodynamic components are integrated throughout the exterior, helping to make its form fully functional. Like hidden door handles, hood and hatch releases help give the Corvette its perfect clean appearance. And the lightweight aluminum structure with carbon fiber components is 10% stiffer than the previous generation. And by moving the engine rearward, we're able to get the utmost and forward visibility, with the windshield now over the front wheels. Everything about the all-new Corvette is meticulously designed. The lightweight removable roof panel that comes with 3 options can easily be stored in the trunk, while the trunk can accommodate 2 golf bags, and the front storage compartment can accommodate ample luggage for road trips. Now, everything about this all-new Corvette is completely customizable. 12 exterior color options. The one you see today is called Rapid Blue, but it doesn't end there. Customize your wheels, spoilers, engine covers, racing stripes, grille inserts, and much, much more. Now, the Corvette's convertible has the first ever production retractable hardtop. It flows seamlessly into the body. It operates quickly at speeds up to 30 miles per hour. You can enjoy the open air quietness, no loss of storage, and still enjoy the beautiful lines of the coupe. Now inside, the driver's in control with 3 seat options to choose from, with high quality materials like Moulin leather, Nappa leather, or suede. And customization still doesn't end there. 6 interior color themes, 6 seatbelt options, and optional stitch packaging to make the Corvette uniquely yours. Now the 14-speaker Bose performance system just takes your rides to the next level. But I'm sure you guys want to talk about this jewel in the center. The legacy of the Chevrolet small block engine continues, with an all-new 6.2-liter LT2 V8. This no-compromise powerhouse is located directly in front of the rear axle to deliver a near 60-40 weight distribution with rear bias, directing more power to the rear wheels. You're going to get standard dry sump for higher G-forces. It's direct injected, variable valve timing, active fuel management, and it's the most powerful Corvette Stingray ever. 495 horsepower, 470 pound-feet of torque, and 0 to 60 in just 2.9 seconds. Now the standard 8-speed paddle shift dual clutch transmission with paddle shift allows for instantaneous shifting, which is faster than humanly possible. The push-button toggle for manual or automatic modes allows for the smoothness of an automatic with the action of a manual. Now for added agility and responsiveness, you can get Z51 Performance Package to add our next generation version of magnetic ride control, performance exhaust, and of course, larger front brakes. Now the driver mode selector allows you to electronically adjust 12 performance variables to help tackle any road conditions. Let's talk about some of the technologies in this vehicle. Performance data recorder. Record your laps around the track with real-time performance data. You can analyze techniques, see where you've done your shift points, and improve your own lap times. We also have an exclusive color heads-up display, and for the first time ever in Corvette history, we have an available front lift. Now this raises ground clearance by 2 inches in less than 3 seconds. And you can program it to work automatically through GPS, remembering up to 1,000 locations. We also have some safety technologies as well, like our HD rear camera, rear park assist, and of course front curve view camera. The all-new mid-engine 2020 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray is not only next generation, it is truly next level. So no matter who you are, when you get into a Corvette, you truly are a superhero. Stay tuned, there's more to learn with the Corvette story, like the recent launch of our Corvette race car. Till then, my name's Shannon. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have. Thanks for coming by and meeting our mid-engine masterpiece and Motor Trend's Car of the Year. Welcome to the future of performance and welcome to Chevrolet.
Beautiful. Well said. Ooh, look at that. Nice feature right there. Look at this Stingray. Beautiful. Simply amazing. Beautiful.